Good morning. I hope you're ready for a surprise Genesis quarterly because that's what we're doing today. It's been not quite a quarter since I did one of these, but this little group from the big Rattler deal that now is, I would say, rather famous in the numismatic community is producing another Genesis quarterly. I think you're going to love it. So let me just give you a quick overview. All right, these are all Liberty nickels. They're all gold stickered. There's only 4 of them. I would say the Liberty nickels were probably the second best little grouping outside of the Morgan proof dollars, which also went out as a Genesis quarterly set that you will remember and can find on YouTube if you do a search. But these coins are just exceptional. They all, well, not all of them, I guess, probably a little over half of the Liberty nickels gold stickered. And there weren't too many of them. I think there were 9 and 5 of them gold stickered. 1 was a duplicate date, so it's not in here because I didn't think that would make a lot of sense. And a little background on the series, right? So this is kind of a cool gold CAC sort of play. There's only 108 gold CAC Liberty proof nickels out there, so you're seeing about 4% of the total population and have an opportunity to buy them today. But the entire set can be completed. So you can get one of each date because there's at least one in the population report. The 1887 that I'm going to show you next is a pop one in all grades that's out there. And I don't know, I think somebody might want to try to tackle this project of putting this together, and I think it'd be super fun. And so anyway, off to the races we go. Starting out with this 1885. Clear cameo, shot decam, very high end. There is, let me grab my pointer. There is one little hairline that comes out. It's really hard to see. I'm going to try to get it to blink. Comes out right here. I can't get it to show. It's very, very, very light and minor. This coin definitely has the mirrors and flash of a 67. This line right there, by the way, is on the holder that I couldn't quite polish out. There's that line right there. See it? So it's light. I don't know if it would preclude it from a 67. In my book, it probably should. But boy, does it face up like a 67. Reverse also has incredible contrast. It is straight up 67 all day long. And as you know, if you're a Liberty business strike collector, this is a key date coin and very difficult to find in mint state. All right, so proof number 1. All right, moving on. 1887, also blast white, very high end for the grade. This is not quite as much frost. It's a cameo, but I don't think it's a decam. Hardly any hairlines at all on this coin. It's hard to find them. Coin is all there. Tiny little bit of toning right there in the wreath, just to point out for being very, very thorough. That line across the V, by the way, is on the holder. Another beautiful Liberty nickel. This is going to be a pretty short video because there's only 4 coins, and honestly, the coins speak for themselves. All right, next up, a 1904 with just a lovely, just sublime toning pattern. It's got like some blues. I'll try to get it. Like there's purples here, light pastel purples, light blues, and then this lovely kind of red tinge and orange sunset sort of colors. Coins, not a cameo. But boy, does it have wonderful, wonderful eye appeal. A 64, this coin can be had. Oh, that 1887, by the way, is the only one graded. I think I mentioned that. And then I didn't polish this slab very well. These lines are not on the coin, by the way. These are on the slab. I can do a little bit better of a polishing job. Similar toning, but not quite as pretty as on the obverse. But it's definitely got that orange sort of hue with a little bit of blues and reds on the right. And more cameo contrast. The reverse of this coin is cameo. And then finally, a very high grade 1911 in 66 gold CAC, which is not easy. This is top pop. There's only 4 gold CACs in this date. If you look closely, this has some of the similar sort of reds and yellows and then purples and blues down below. This coin just glows. You'll see some lines. These are die polished. They all end at the face and the devices. So when you look at this coin actually confused me for a bit, because when I first looked at it, I was like, oh, this coin's not going to sticker. And then I noticed that these are in one direction, die polish, and they are not anywhere on the devices, on the reverse or obverse. Also similar toning with those reds and oranges. Frosty devices on the reverse, especially. Definitely a cameo in the reverse. Obverse, probably not. I mean, you wouldn't want to dip this coin. That'd be a sin. But just a lovely high-end, high-end coin on the technical grade. Anyway, I'm offering this set intact with a PCGS Rattler box for $11,000. And I think it's worth every penny with the high-end decams and cams that are in it, as well as the toners, the Rattlers. The fact that these coins have been together since 1987, pull the trigger, it's going to be worth it. All right. I hope you guys have a great week. Actually, the Commander's List video will come out tomorrow, but until tomorrow, happy hunting.